Do a couple more examples and you'll have some more. Negative x is greater than x minus 7 all over 2. Negative x is greater than x minus 7 all over 2. A couple different ways you could do the problem. One thing you could do is put this negative x over 1 and then simply cross multiply. That's not the method I'm going to use, but if you are familiar with doing that, you can. That's another way to work the problem. What I'm going to do, though, is pretty much what we've been doing. What's happening over here? It's being divided by 2. So how would you get rid of it dividing by 2? Times. Now you have to times everything by 2. And this is how I show that I'm doing that. I think it works pretty well. But you need to write that down so you can see exactly what you are doing. Notice a lot of people just trying to cram everything on one line. Use the paper, okay? Go down a step, show what you're doing. Don't try to do all your work up here on the sides and end up with an answer because you're going to end up confusing yourself. So we do that to cross those off. You're not going to actually multiply the 2 times the x and the 7 because it's being divided by 2. That's the whole purpose. So it helps to cross those things off. So you're left over there with x minus 7. And over here, whatever this is, you do have to multiply. You know, if that's if there's 2 or 3 terms there, you got to multiply them all times that number. So 2 times negative x would be negative 2x. So why didn't we flip the sign there? Because we didn't multiply by a negative. I know the x is negative, but that's not. That's what's important there. So we need to move this x over. The 1x, how do we move it? Subtract it because it's positive. So we have negative 3x is greater than what? Negative 7. And then we have to what? Divide by negative 3. So we have x. What we have to do? Flip the sign because we divided by negative 3. Now, here's what you need to do with this problem. You need to type, some of you know and you wouldn't need to, but you need to type negative 7 divided by negative 3 in your calculator, and that's going to give you a decimal, and then you must turn that decimal back into a fraction. If you don't know how to do that, you need to let me know today. Don't wait.
I'm going to do it on calculator.
Appreciate it. Just type it. And then once you've got that, hit math, enter, enter. Okay? Remember math, enter, enter. So if you type that in, you get some big long decimal. And then we hit math, enter, enter, and it turns it back into a fraction. And what fraction does it give us? 7 over 3. That is the only acceptable answer there. 7 over 3. Get it right out of your calculator. Assignment. 2 through 24. Even, and then on page 37, 34 through 42. Yesterday, when I started the section, that's all, or we were going to do section 1.5 and 1.6. After I gave the 1.5 assignment, we were working on it, I decided not to go on to 1.6 like I originally told you. So rather than going on to 1.6, I want you to also do the odds on a separate sheet. So this is kind of like your second section. It's just doing the odds out of this same one. So 1 through 23 odd, and then 33 through 41. Those are two separate assignments. This one should be completed on the sheet of paper, and then the second one should be completed on a different set. So don't do the odds and evens together. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So don't do them together. Do all the evens on one page, all the odds on the second page.